Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God.
I was born a slave in Maryland, USA. At the age of 4, I was a house servant. My slave owners named me Armanta. My slave owners called me Minty for short. After being a house servant, at the age of 11, I was forced to work on the plantation. Since I was switched work, my owners called me Harriet instead. We never had a say. The only one that had a say were my owners. His name was Edward. He was my master. I am grateful to have lived. I am grateful that I got the chance to be older. Others never had that luxury.
Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God.
Harriet, the woman, the legend, was born an enslaved woman. Harriet never let that define her. She always sought freedom and always wanted everyone in bondage around her to be free as well. Harriet was born with the last name Ross. However, her last name changed when she married a man named John Tubman. Everything changed when she was hit on the head with a 2-pound weight. This injury caused Harriet to black out and have fainting spells. Harriet used this injury to her advantage, though.
When I was hit on the head, it gave me fainting spells. Knowing that I had those fainting spells, the master pardoned me from working once the spells hit. I used those very same spells to pretend I was unconscious, but instead of sleeping, I was listening to important information on how to escape bondage. They called me conductor. I made an oath to keep the Underground Railroad a secret. My husband, John Tubman, never shared the same tenacity to be free, so I left him behind. Nothing can get between me and freedom.
Harriet was a wanted woman, and her capture called for $40,000. With inflation, this translates to almost $1 billion. Harriet is the most prominent figure of the Underground Railroad, but as I learned in historian Adrian Shadd's book, The Underground Railroad, Next Stop, Toronto, Tubman was not the only person that contributed to the Underground Railroad. There were many contributors to the Underground Railroad, and the book highlights a violent altercation with some anti-abolishers and a black family. The family is known as the Wanzer family and the Grigsby family. The anti-abolishers demanded the two families halt and surrender. Instead of giving up, the two families violently drew their weapons and got away unscathed. This is not to say that Tubman wasn't important. It's just that there are many other integral people that I learned in the book are important as well. Tubman would leave a lasting legacy. She eventually would navigate about 70 people during approximately 13 trips to Maryland, then all the way up north.
Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God.
Well, this has been a pleasure learning at the University of Toronto for the course Histories of Black Feminism in Canada, from runaway slaves to Black Lives Matter, under Professor Robyn Maynard. Micahi signing out. Thank you.